You authored the Women, Peace and Security Act, Senator Shaheen. It makes women's role in negotiations, conflict and peace negotiations, so important. Tell us where the future of that lies, what you're going to be doing, and also you're speaking out. You wrote an op-ed in May saying that we cannot afford to give up 2 decades of advantage for or advancements for women. Tell us how you're speaking out, what you're doing legislatively, what the next steps for you are.
Well, first of all, I want to point out, and I'm sure we would all agree with this, that ensuring that women have those opportunities, that human rights are protected for women, isn't just about doing the right thing. It's also about doing what's in the best interest of families, of communities, and of countries. We know countries that have empowered women are countries that are doing better economically, because we know that women, more so than men, much more so than men, and we have data that shows this, are more likely to give back to their families. Whatever money they earn goes back to their families, it goes back to their communities. And that's good for communities, it's good for countries. And so this is not just about doing what's right, it's doing about what's important for the future of Afghanistan and other countries where women have not been empowered. And we know that data shows that when women are at the table in negotiating an end to conflict, that those negotiations last longer, 35% longer. We have data that shows that. So this is about doing what's in the interest of the world community. And what I've been doing to try and ensure that we continue to support the Women, Peace and Security Act is to ensure that we have funding for those gender roles that are working with our State Department, with our Department of Defense, to be embedded in areas where we are working around the world, because we know that this is good for everybody. It's good for the communities, and it's ultimately good for America, because it's in our interest and in international interest to see peace, to see women who are empowered around the world. And it's interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see what the Taliban do when they lose 50% of the brain power of their country.
Right.
How far they're going to go if they refuse to allow women in the country to have rights, to work, to have advancement.